Hey everyone, this is Jack from the School of Golf and this is my top 5 Ryder Cup moments. So in at number 5 we have Graham McDowell's heroics at Celtic Manor.
Tied at 13.5 apiece, for the first time since Kiowa at 1991, the Ryder Cup would be decided by the final match. The two anchor players were Hunter Mahan for Team USA and Europe's Graham McDowell. As the realization set in that their contest would be the one that determined the outcome of the matches, the US Open champion rolled in the putt of his life. A 15-footer on the 16th for birdie to win the hole and go 2 up in the match with 2 to play.
The pressure on him there is unreal.
After coming up short of the green with his tee shot and needing a win, the immense pressure got to Mahan as he duffed his chip, leaving golf's biggest stage clear for McDowell. After one McDowell putt, the concession was made. Europe regained the Ryder Cup and had lost in Valhalla.
That moment is unbelievable. I mean, the pressure on McDowell there to bring it home was immense. I mean, for two players, to go down to the final match is always great, but McDowell to hold that putt on 16 and the pressure got to Mahan on 17, fluffing his chip. And USA really had all the momentum. I remember Ricky Fowler coming from 3 down to win his match. It was all going their way, but for McDowell to hold his nerve was unbelievable, and that arguably is the best year of his career, winning the Ryder Cup for Team Europe and then winning the US Open as well. What a great moment for Welsh golf as well. The weather there was terrible for the few days, and that's I think the first Monday finish we've ever had in the Ryder Cup, so that was absolutely exceptional. So in at number 4 is Justin Leonard's infamous putt at 1999 Ryder Cup Brookline, when he holds a 30-footer against a Latherbow and everyone runs on the green. Not a greatest moment for Europe, but a moment that will live long in the memory for its controversy, and it's still talked about from this moment on.
The 1999 Ryder Cup, with the US trailing 10-6 heading into singles. Captain Ben Crenshaw had a hunch.
I have a good feeling about this. That's all I'm going to tell you.
The Americans came out flying on Sunday, winning the first 6 matches. Finally, on 17, Justin Leonard had a birdie putt to etch his name into Ryder Cup history.
Length of that putt.
Can't
believe that, I mean, that was a problem with it right there. He's holed a 30-footer, but what it doesn't show you on the clip is Latherbow has the same putt for a half, and they're trampling all over his line. In truth, getting caught up in the moment like that, I can see why the Americans have done that. They've got all the momentum coming back in the match, but it didn't go down well with the Europeans because Latherbow still had his putt for the half. He didn't hold it in the end, and can't say that then running away over the line made much of a difference, but the whole thing built up and there was a little bit of bad blood in the end, but a great comeback by the Americans, highlighted by Justin Leonard's putt there to really swing the tide. So in at number 3 is Ian Poulter's birdie blitz on the Saturday at Valhalla to single-handedly drag Europe back into the Ryder Cup.
In 2012. With Europe in deep trouble during the Saturday 4 balls, Ian teamed up with Rory
Putter got really hot that day.
Up against Zach Johnson and Jason
being the understudy with McIlroy as well in the group, Poulter really took the bull by the horns to win this for us. The footage he must have held that afternoon was unbelievable, just incredible.
Another at 17 kept the Europeans.
Passion for the Ryder Cup is infectious. Just missed the Ryder Cup, a postman as he's known.
Another test of nerve for Poulter as he stood on the 18th green with a putt for a matching birdie and the win.
Look at the passion on this.
That performance had a
unbelievable.
European team who went on to Ryder Cup victory.
Incredible moment.
A 4-point deficit in the Sunday singles.
They're right what they say there. He was a catalyst to Europe coming back in that for sure, making 5 birdies in the last 6 holes. I think McIlroy gained a lot of respect for him as well. They couldn't believe what he'd done. So that was an absolutely brilliant moment, and Poulter really got us into a position where we believed we could win it on that Sunday afternoon. So my number 2 moment from Ryder Cup history is going to be Darren Clarke at the K Club, the opening tee shot.
The 2006 Ryder Cup in Ireland was incredibly emotional and forever be remembered for Darren Clarke. He teed it up despite losing his wife Heather to cancer just 6 weeks earlier.
Striped it down the middle.
It was destiny. Brilliant.
Unbelievable moment. I mean, what happened to him with his wife passing just 3 months previously, and the pressure of having his home Ryder Cup and having to get back ready to play as well, because I'm sure he wouldn't want to let his teammates down just because he got selected for the event. And to stripe it down the middle like that with all those people watching must have been an incredible feeling for him. And he went on to do really well in that Ryder Cup. Won his singles match as well on the, I think the 15th or the 16th against Zach Johnson. So yeah, a great moment for Clarkie and a fantastic moment really. So my top Ryder Cup moment has to be the Miracle of Medina and Keimer's famous putt at the end. I could play the whole Sunday, but it would take too long in a video. So let's have a look at Keimer's famous putt.
Martin Keimer.
So many things had happened that day. I mean, Rose holes a 60-footer on the 17th to get back to All-Square against Mickelson, then wins his match. A few people came back from way down to win their matches from absolutely nowhere. It was just falling into place. But Keimer really has 2 putts to retain it. Remember this really well, sitting in my now wife's living room watching this at the end. And what he does is absolutely going mental at the laptop. Why has he done this? Typical, racing it by 5 or 6 feet. You're thinking, oh my God, what has he done? And Keimer's had a terrible year of it as well. Terrible couple of years, trying to change my fade to a draw to get better at the Masters. Blast it's that far past. I bet I couldn't believe what he was doing. This as well with all the stuff of Seve passing recently, and this being the first Ryder Cup since Seve had passed away, and to do that was unbelievable. So Stricker misses his putt for par. And Keimer has this to not just retain the Ryder Cup, but to win the Ryder Cup again, which is a big thing. I mean, a tie is great because the winning team gets to keep it, but to actually win it on US soil, being 10-6 down, totally eclipses 99 with Brookline because we won it away from home. I don't think Ollie, the captain, was on the green at this time. I think he was in the fairway, looking to the heavens. It took an age for him to hit this putt, absolute age. Be fair to him though, unbelievable really. A lot of swing on this as well, to be fair. It's not straight by any stretch of the imagination. He knew it was in now, a foot from the hole, and the celebrations after that were just mental. Absolutely mental. I love the bit with Ollie when he comes in and he's really emotional. And Justin Rose when he looks up to the Seve logo on their shirts and looks up to the sky. I think that'll be on here in a minute. That's just brilliant as well. Couldn't believe that. One of the greatest comebacks in sporting history. It's got to be. Absolutely tremendous. There he is, Ollie. That was for his mate, I think. Unbelievable. Just the greatest moment certainly in European Ryder Cup history, and my favourite. So there are my 5 best Ryder Cup moments. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.